Hello viewers and welcome back to the main channel. The microphone should not sound as loud and should not need AIing. If it does, I do apologise. Now, today, we're doing this video, and now this is a video that, well, it's topics that I've mentioned before, you see, but I wanted to talk about in more detail. So my idea for a possible spin-off is plain and simple, companion support group. Now, I'll hold my hands up. Tales from the TARDIS has technically already done that, but here's how I would make mine slightly different. So, Tales from the TARDIS is a brand new bookend thing to introduce people to Classic Who. There are two companions. You have your doctor and a companion, or companion. In this memory TARDIS that, how do I explain what a memory TARDIS is? Well, it's that they can then tell a story that is one of the many Classic Who episodes. Now, companion support group would be slightly different because of the amount of companions there and because of Big Finish, I would make Big Finish canon and I would tell as many stories as possible. So if their story hadn't been filmed, it was this audio, then they would continue to tell it. But we would also have like special episodes. It'd be like a 30, because in the UK, TV series are either 6 episodes or 13, which is the standard, but sometimes there's influx in between. So it'd be a 13 episode lot because some episodes would not have a bookend in them. Some episodes would have, let's say for instance, Mel. It would journey and see what Mel's life's like now. So it'll be a whole episode about the life of Mel, or Willie Russell. So we have a life of Ian, and some episodes will be around and it'll always end or begin with them around this table, the chair that they sign at the end of Power of the Doctor, and it'll be like, hello, I'm, let's say I'm Ian. I travel with the Doctor. Well, I travel with the Doctor from this year to this year. And then they go, hello, and then it goes in, and they start telling the story, then it goes into it, then it bookends it afterwards, and always at one point, at the end, when they're about to leave, or at some point during the companion support group from once he's told the story, they're at the coffee station grabbing a cup of tea and whatever, or if that's the beginning, either way, they're going to have a situation where one of the companions is talking to the other just one-on-one whilst they're making a coffee and getting a biscuit. So I reckon that element of it would work really well. So it would be Tales from the TARDIS, but maybe a little bit more out there. So episodes about the companions themselves. There'll be episodes all about each episode that wasn't a solo companion episode would be about one of their adventures, so it would lead into an omnibus edition of a Classic Who story. But this would also include New Who, because we would have as many companions as we can get. So of all the companions that were in the community support group, but the first episode will introduce a brand new character into the circle. So it'll be a companion from Big Finish, or it'll be a companion that wasn't in the support group at the end of Power of the Doctor. And then it'll tell the story. So each episode of the main plotline would be about the stories, but then every so often we would have a whole episode about what they're up to now and how they got to Earth, and there'd be a few bits of them. So it probably wouldn't cost that much, but I think if Disney Plus take on this mantle, that would work. But to me, if Tales from TARDIS is a BBC iPlayer exclusive, original, like only, and it was funded by the license fee, I've got a feeling that this would be. Now, if the BBC didn't want to do this, then fans could do their own version of this with their own fan doctors. Ow, I just hit my nose. And they could do it with their own fan doctors, which would make it still interesting, but would also add new dimension to the whole idea, because it would be now about fan doctors and fan companionry. It'll just be incredible. I need to see a companion support group somewhere, whether or not that's officially done by the BBC, officially done by Big Finish, or officially done by fans. So someone, if the BBC can't do this, do it. But I think Russell T Davies would jump on this idea because it gives him the opportunity to bring out companions that he wants. But he knows that, like, Willie Russell's at an age now and he wouldn't be able to do as much in the main series. But if you bring him to companion support group, which he was in at the end of Power of the Doctor, then this would work in a way of introducing him to regeneration and what's happened to him now, and it'll be a whole thing. If you don't want to do it now, do it for the 70th anniversary. Make the 70th anniversary about the companions rather than the Doctor that time. I don't know. It to me, it seems like a no-brainer. But then again, that is me we're talking about. We're not talking about any normal person. So, overall, to round off this, sorry if it seems shorter than 6 minutes. I do apologise. To round this off, I do think that other spin-off ideas could work that would link to Disney Plus or would be on Disney Plus, but I feel like because of Tales of the TARDIS success, I do feel like Companion Support Group could follow in his footsteps, and it wouldn't take that long to film. And if you get Chris Chibnall on board, what I mean by that is that you get Chris Chibnall as consultant, as in what was his vision with the Companion Support Group, what was it, and he can write some of it if he wants to, and he can then he'll know properly how to make it the best possible. I know Russell would, but because it was created by Chris, I feel like he needs to incorporate Chris Chibnall into writing some of the episodes, but bring him on board so that his baby of an idea can grow. So Russell will be the showrunner over it, but he would get Chris Chibnall to do a lot of the writing. He'll do some of it, but he'll make sure that Chris's involvement in this is very much heavily impacted into it. So, overall, to round off this whole video, I think that the Companion Support Group would make an excellent spin-off. Possible spin-off ideas, yes, that would work. Other ideas, which is to bring back Willie Russell and do a whole what happened to him next. Because as a lot of comedy, I can't remember the name of the program, but there was a program on that each episode was about what happened next to X sitcom characters. So one episode was about what happened to Margot from The Good Life, what happened to Porridge, what happened to Norman Stanley Fletcher after Porridge and Going Straight. Going Straight was a spin-off of Porridge. And we need something like that. So if we can't have a companion support group, the next best thing is what happened next. So it'd be a series. Big Finish could do it if they wanted to. It could be like what happened next to Ian, what happened next to Barbara, where's Susan? Because I know Big Finish has faffed around with Susan quite a lot, but if we bring her into the Scream world, because she's going to appear in a brand new pilot that Rocking Horse Media are producing called Henry's House. I think that's what it's called. So Carol Ann Ford is going to appear in that. So I know she's still active in acting, so get her in and Doctor Who if she can't, because of not everyone can do everything at a certain age. So if she can be in it somehow, that'll be perfect. So anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully that the audio is better, and we'll be back to normal quality from next week because this is the last day I have with this camera. So hopefully you've enjoyed the quality that I want to add. Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.